Hey, we got 3 games to cover for you on the college football slate. So let's get right to it. First game we're looking at here, we got LSU taking on Ole Miss to get us started here. Head on over to Ninos. What do you got for us in that game tonight?
Yeah, this should be one of the better games on the day. So if there's a game you want to tune into, this definitely one of them at least. There's definitely others you don't want to miss out on, but hey, definitely at the top of my to watch list is this game. And the total definitely suggests a bit of a shootout, which I do expect Ole Miss to hang tough here with LSU for most of this game. But at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, I expect this Tigers defense to step up and get those crucial stops at the end of the game and be the difference in this matchup. So I'll take LSU here to cover the spread on the road as a small road dog here.
Head on over to Vegas, Al. What do you like here in this one?
No, yeah, I see a lot of points here in this matchup. The last 3 games between these two teams have gone over this total. Lane Kiffin here with his fun and gun spread style offense, and then Brian Kelly and Nussmeier there at quarterback running this pro style offense. I definitely see tons of offense in this one. I'm going to take a shot here on the over 54.5.
And for me here in this one, I think the home team comes out strong here in this one. Lane Kiffin, the better coach here in this matchup for sure, by far, not even close. And for me here in this matchup, that hometown crowd are going to be going absolutely bananas. Also, Ole Miss 10-0 ATS-wise here in the first half under Lane Kiffin versus good offensive teams that are equating to over 5.9 yards per play, be it running, be it passing. Either way, LSU's offense is pretty good. And guess what? Ole Miss loves to step up against these type of teams over the last couple seasons. As I said, Lane Kiffin coached first half 10-0 ATS. Give me Ole Miss first half here in this matchup. That wraps up the first game on the slate. Heading on over to game number 2, where we got on the slate, we got Alabama taking on Georgia. This is Vegas Al's game. He's going to get us going. Who do you like? Tide or the Bulldogs?
Well, 9 out of the last 10 meetings has gone the Tide's way, including last year's meeting there. It was Kalen DeBoer's first matchup here against Georgia. I don't know if he's going to keep doing this, though. I'm actually going to go to Georgia minus 3.5 here. At the end of the day, it's Saban's no longer there. I don't see Alabama dominating this series like they have here in recent history. The talent on both sides is probably a wash. At the end of the day, I just think Kirby Smart will have his boys ready to play at home. I think he's a great defensive-minded coach, and I think he'll make Ty Simpson and the rest of that Tide offense struggle. Give me Georgia minus 3.5 at home.
Head on over to Ninos. What do you like in this one, Alabama or Georgia?
Yeah, I'm expecting at least early on to see some offense here. Now, I wouldn't expect to see some stops late or some running of the clock late, but I think both offenses can get the head start here over these defenses, and I'll take this game to go over the 26 here in the first half.
And for me here in this matchup, as Al alluded to, hey, Alabama has been dominant over in this series, but I think the better coach is Kirby Smart in this matchup. I think this is going to go back and forth. Give me the over full game. I think you see plenty of offense in this one. 52.5 hasn't even budged. Still a 52.5 total wise. I see plenty of offense. Give me the over full game. Back and forth we go. I think whoever's got the ball last wins this one. Hey, that wraps up game number 2. Head on over to the third one we got on the slate for you. Big one. We got Oregon heading into Penn State to take on the Nittany Lions. Game I love. I'll get us going here. I see the spread 3.5. Penn State laying in this matchup. Total 52.5. It's come down, ticked down a little bit. 51.5 in this matchup. And hey, you look, both these teams, you know what? Numbers almost dead even are these numbers. Oregon slightly completing a little bit better of their passes, completing 72% of their passes, while Penn State's completing 65% of their passes. Both teams very run heavy, love to run the football. You look at this Penn State team, and they got 2 running backs in the backfield. So dual-headed running back system for Penn State. And then we know that Drew Aller can definitely use his arm and throw the ball if need be. But you're going to get a heavy dose of Penn State running with Katron Allen and Nick Singleton in this one. We've already seen them, these two combined with 75 attempts in the first few games of the year. Katron Allen is averaging 8.8 yards per rush, Well, Singleton only 4.4, but still 4.4 yards per rush is pretty good. He scored 5 touchdowns. Allen with 3 touchdowns. So heavy dose of run. And then the Ducks, hey, they got some running backs that can run the ball as well in Lamar. And I would say they almost have like a triple-headed threats in the backfield. Jaden Lamar, Hill, and Whittington. All these guys are 6.7 yards per rush, 11.8 yards per rush, 11.4 yards per rush. Should be it's going to come down to who's got the ball last, and I think that hometown crowd, that whiteout noise, I think Penn State punches one in late and gets themselves the win as the crowd goes nuts. Oregon tries to come back, and they just fall short. Maybe pick off late or something. But either way, I'm going to lay the 3.5 here with Penn State, and the hometown crowd and that whiteout noise can be absolutely going ruckus on Saturday night. Maybe Penn State. Head on over to Vegas, Al. Who do you like here in this one? Ducks or Nittany Lions?
Well, I see both offenses here absolutely using the rushing game here. Both of those running backs there for Penn State, I expect to have big days. Probably both going to get at least 15 to 20 carries each. Singleton and Allen there. I think Penn State's kind of going to play keep away as well from Dante Moore in this Oregon offense. I see them controlling most of the ball, time of possession. And so at the end of the day, I think the Oregon team total under 23.5 is somewhere I'm going to look here. I just don't see Oregon having that much success on offense, and I think their possessions will be limited in this matchup. So that spells for me an Oregon under 23.5 on the team total under.
Head on over to Ninos. What do you like here in this matchup?
Yeah, again, I mentioned the games to watch. Now, LSU, Ole Miss, surely the game to watch early. Now, you might think, like, based on these names, that Bama and Georgia might be the game to watch in this time slot. But no offense to Al's pick either. Should be a good one. But I think if you had to pick one of the two to watch, it's definitely this year would be Oregon and Penn State. These two teams have just looked great so far this season. And, yeah, I do expect a little back and forth. But I'll agree with Al, too, on this one that maybe Oregon does struggle a little bit offensively. I will give the edge there to Penn State, not just defensively, but certainly defensively. And I think I give them the edge talent in the talent-wise. I just love the talent all over this roster for Penn State. So I'll take them to get off to that early start. And I like them to win the full game as well. Just going to avoid laying the hook there in the first half as well. And again, this could work against me if Oregon does keep up in that first half, but I think again I'm seeing a -2.5 juiced. If you get them -3, I'm not against that. As long as we don't go -3.5 here in the first half, I'll be on Penn State in the first half.
Hey, that wraps up Saturday's college football slate. Let us know in the comment section below what you think about the 3 games we covered. Or hey, let us know what your favorite play is on the Saturday slate. And we'll do a quick little recap before we head on out. First game we looked at, we got LSU taking on Ole Miss. This is Al's game. He says take LSU here in this matchup. Next game we looked at, we got Alabama taking on Georgia. Vegas Al's game. He says grab Georgia and the Bulldogs here in that one. And then last game we looked at, we got Oregon taking on Penn State. I say lay the 3.5 there with Penn State at home in this matchup. Hey, thanks everybody for tuning in here on the Saturday college football action. Have a great Saturday, everybody. Appreciate all of you that tune into the Cover the Spread. Make it a good one. Let's do what we always do, and that is Cover the Spread!